Hi fam, so welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aska Akinyi. A very warm welcome to this channel. If you're new, karibu sana. If you're coming back again, thank you so much for coming back again, guys. Nawapenda tena sana. Thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for my supporters. God bless you guys. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen, and when we are in the kitchen, it's either cooking, it's either cleaning, and today we are going to do something different. So today we're just going to talk. We're not going to do any activity in this kitchen, but we are going to plan our meals, guys. So I'm going to share with you how I plan, how I meal plan, and all that. And again, if you want me to plan for you, like maybe for example, you've decided to say that you want to spend 30,000 on food, you want to spend 10,000 on food, you want to spend 20,000 on food, guys, you can just DM me and I will help you and I will sort you out on how you're going to go about that. So, guys, in today's video, I am going to share with you, and you're free to also share with me how you do your planning, guys. So, number one thing, guys, you need to have a meal plan. By the way, you need to have a meal plan so that you can know what to buy and when to buy it. And if it is something that in a spoileraka, you need to know your timings. Like for example, you can decide to buy it close to the time you're going to use it, or you can decide to buy it that particular day and use it that particular day. So guys, I am going to share with you a meal plan. There was a meal plan that I used. It's here. I don't know if you can see. Let me try to show you. It's right here. I was using this meal plan last year. There was a time I wrote it, and then it is like May. It was May. In fact, it was May food planner, and it was breakfast, it was lunch, it was dinner. Yeah, so that was how nilikuwa nimebreak hiyo meal planner yangu. And let me just read this one before I share the one that I have right now. So with this one, on Monday breakfast, I had written milk tea and bread. Milk tea and bread. And then lunch, rice, cabbage, and beans. And then ugali, greens, and eggs. And then there is, on Tuesday, it was white tea with pancakes. And then rice, waru, and cabbage for the lovers of waru kama mimi. And then supper, dinner, I had written ugali, greens, and beef. The greens of your own choice. It could be, sorry about that. So the greens of your own choice, it could be managu, it could be spinach, it could be skuma, but any green of your own choice, guys. So on Wednesday, I had written black tea and some mandazis. So you can decide to cook your own mandazis, or you can decide to buy mandazis from the shop ama kwa kibanda, wale wenye wanapika, they already cooked, ile yenye sio preserved. So lunchtime, I had written spaghetti, waru, and egg curry. Like the waru unachanganya na egg curry. And then yeah, waru and eggs, it makes egg curry. So dinner, I had written ugali, greens, and omena. Greens of your own choice. This is not what you're going to share, but I'm just giving you this so that maybe if at all you want to use this one, you can use this one or the one that I'm going to give you. So on Thursday, I had written white tea and mandazis again. Remember on Tuesday, I had written black tea. So white tea and mandazis again. And it is very important, by the way, to make your children be familiar with black tea, porridge, milk tea. Even if you can afford it, is very important when you're planning your meals. Always papa, so that one day when they go visit someone, they don't misbehave or get scared. Yes, I know you guys have money. Yeah, I know, but it is very important. Very important. Sometimes even it's not about the money, maybe accessibility of milk inaweza leta shida, and maybe they are interior in the village or up country and there's no access to it. So on Friday, yeah, On Thursday, white tea and mandazis. And then I had written on Thursday lunchtime, rice and kamande. Yeah, you can do rice and kamande. You can decide to do ndengu, the one of your choice. So ndengu, I think ndengu. Sometimes if you do ndengu, don't do kamande. That is how I do it. If this month I've done kamande, najua by next month itakuwa imesinya watu. So the other month I'm going to do ndengu. So dinner, I had written ugali, greens and mala. So if you've noticed, most of my dinners, I always love doing ugali. Most of my dinners, I don't know, but even up to now, most of my dinners, I always love making ugali. Ndio nipewe usingizi. I don't know, maybe nipewa tu usingizi or something like that. I don't know. So on Friday, white tea stroke uji. Can decide to make uji or white tea. And then there is bread. So if you decide to make uji, you can cancel bread. And maybe you take some tea or coffee during masaine hapo and the bread. But I had written white tea, stroke uji, and then with bread. So lunchtime, I had written matoke, beef, and cabbage. Yeah, I am a lover of matoke, guys. I love matoke. I think most of the time there has to be just a kamatoke, even if it is once. Yeah, once there has to be a kamatoke, even if it is once a month. So ugali dinner, ugali, greens and fish. So on Saturday, black tea and bajia, and then just homemade bajias. And then during lunchtime, greens, beans and rice. So chapatis, dinner, chapati and kamande. That is on Saturday. The reason as to why I normally love cooking chapatis on Saturday, it's because it helps on Sunday. So on Sunday, after church, you're so tired and you just want to find something ready to eat. So on Saturdays, I normally love doing chapatis. Yes. So on Sunday, black tea and chapati, because definitely when you do supper chapati, definitely that chapati mebaki, you're going to take it with tea. It's just a black tea haraka because it's that time that you just want to rush to church and then come back. And then during lunchtime, ugali, greens and eggs. Eggs is so easy to prepare. So on Sunday lunchtime, you don't want something that is difficult. It's either you decided to eat something else with tea, then the kachapati that has remained, you just do it with beans or any stew of your choice. And then dinner, rice na ndengu. Guys, that was my weekly planner, food planner for last year May. Of course, it is last year. It cannot be this year because this thing I had planned it that time. So guys, we're going to go on how you can plan. So this one I'm not going to share with you. I'm just going to tell you how you can plan your meal. This is how you can plan it. So you're going to decide on the things you're going to eat. Like let's say for example, you're going to list them down so that you can know what you're going to buy. Let's say for example, you say you have a particular amount of money and you want to eat ugali. Then you look ugali, accompaniments za ugali ni nini. Like there is mboga serving as a vitamin and a veggies, and then there is meat, there is protein of your choice. You can decide to eat ugali na maragwe, you can decide to eat ugali and fish, you can decide to eat ugali and chicken, you can decide to eat ugali and beef, pork, wherever, omena, eggs, those, name them, all of them. So it depends with your pocket also. But the main thing is you're going to eat a balanced diet, a well balanced diet. So this is how, guys, you're going to put down your meal plan. One, you will know definitely you're going to need ugali and you're going to need stew and accompaniment. So you're going to write down veggies. There is cabbage inaweza kulika na ugali, and then there are those other green like the likes of kina spinach, skuma, terere, managu, all that, name them. So it depends with your choice. You can decide to eat skuma every day. It depends with your choice and the taste of your family. So you're going to write that down. And then the accompaniment, of course, you're not going to eat meat. If you can eat meat from Monday to Monday, well and good. But this is how you can break it down. You can decide you're going to take, let's say for example, chicken uh, once a week. You can decide to take chicken once a week. You can decide to take beef. You can decide to take beef once a week. You can decide to take fish once a week. Already those are 3 days. And then the fourth day, you're taking omena. The fifth day, I'm sharing with you like mine. The fifth day, you're going to take, the fourth day, you're going to take omena. The fifth day, you're going to take eggs and ugali. Of course, there are some greens there. The sixth day, guys, you're going to take omena. Yeah. So now that one, the sixth day is of your choice. And then the seventh day, we are talking about dinner. I told you if it's me, most probably most of the time we are doing ugali during dinner time. So the sixth day, you're going to repeat omena, and then the seventh day you're going to do either chapati and ndengu or chapati and maragwe. Those types of maragwe, you can decide njahe, you can decide yellow beans, you can decide nyayo, you can decide kamande, leguminous proteins, those leguminous proteins. So you have your white meat, you have your red meat inside there, like you've just balanced all this. So if you do that, you're going to find out that it won't be strenuous to you. So if you have a freezer, this is what you can do. You will be like, if I'm taking meat once a week or twice, let's say for example it is just once a week. I'm talking about those people when you're trying to balance all these proteins. You're taking meat once a week, so you're going to buy meat that you're going to divide them into 4 weeks. So you're going to divide this in, you're going to buy fish that you're going to divide them into 4 weeks. You're going to buy chicken that you're going to divide them into 4 weeks. You're going to buy omena. Definitely, I think one gorogoro is enough because you're eating omena twice a week. And then you're going to plan on buying your eggs depending on the number of eggs and you're going to take, depending with also the number of your family. So you're going to buy also eggs. And these eggs you're going to buy, if it is eggs for dinner, you will know eggs for dinner, it will be this and this. And then if it is eggs for breakfast, you're also going to see breakfast ni nini umeweka. What are you going to eat on breakfast that will require you such amount of eggs, guys? So that is it. As simple as that. Yes, it looks simple, but it's only 7 days. If today you do fish, tomorrow you do chicken, tomorrow you break it with omena, the other day you break it with eggs, the other day you break it with again beef, and then the other day you break it with chapati and ndengu, something like that, a leguminous protein during supper. It's hot in here. So you can decide to do that, a leguminous protein during dinner. So guys, let's go straight to now lunchtime. So there are some people, they are lucky enough they don't take lunch. Maybe for example you're staying alone. But if you're not and you always do some lunch, this is the trick that you can use to plan your lunch. And here it is. Like you look, what do you need during lunchtime? It depends. Like me, I'm sharing with you mine. So you can also decide to share with me yours. Like for example, you can say you need to eat spaghetti. You write down spaghetti, rice of course, githeri, and this me and githeri. Githeri actually, as you can see, this meal planner was for last year, and I didn't do anything like githeri there. But this year, I've been doing githeri. Like we've just been doing githeri. So you do githeri. There is githeri. There's rice. There's spaghetti, and then there's matoke. So there are those 4 things. There's githeri, there's rice, there's matoke, and then there's spaghetti. So you're going to see this githeri. How are you going to cook it? And then you see how are you going to balance it so that you can eat it. How many times during the week? Like me, if I take githeri twice a week, this githeri normally you can mix it with anything of your choice. You'll take it with greens, of course, maybe cabbage, most probably cabbage, and then you can do some to warundani, to carrots. How you're going to fry your things, that is how you know. But that is how you write your budget, and that is how you know this and this. Even the watu wangu wanakula, they eat such amount of portion, and then you can add a little bit. So if you're keeping your food inside the freezer, so githeri, maybe you say you're doing githeri twice, that is 2 days already. You're doing rice twice, that is 4 days already. You're doing spaghetti once, that is 5 days already. And then you're going to do matoke. Yeah, you're doing matoke once. Those are 6 days already. And then you can decide to do some chapati or rewind on some rice with other kind of stew of your choice. Yeah. So guys, this is how you again now narrow down. If it is spaghetti, how many packets do I need? If I'm eating spaghetti twice a week, definitely you're going to need 8 packets. Not twice, once a week. You're going to need 4 packets. When you're planning for a month, you are going to need 4 packets of spaghetti. So on your budget, you're going to put 4 packets of spaghetti. And it is very important to stick to your budget, by the way. Train yourself to stick to your budget. So if you're going to need rice, this is how you're going to do it. You know the portion of your family. So if it is rice, you are eating rice twice a week. Let me say, for example, you can extend it to thrice a week. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to see this is the portion my family always eats. Let's say, for example, you eat half a kg per meal. So if it is thrice a week, that means it is 1.5 kgs. 1.5 kgs in a week. So multiply by 4, you're going to know the amount of rice your family will need. So you can just extend by 2 kg or 1 kg just in case there are visitors, because you also want to plan ahead. You also want to plan ahead. Another thing, if you're taking, like, let's say matoke, things like matoke you cannot buy in bulk. These are the things that I said you cannot buy in bulk. But at least when you're going to the market, you can decide to buy just a amount that you're going to do, and then you put it inside the freezer. If you inside the fridge, if you put it inside the fridge, it won't get ripe. Yeah, it won't get ripe. So unaweza iweka hapo inside the fridge, and that is it. So you're going to eat it the day you want to eat it, guys. With githeri, when you're going to the market, you're going to buy your maize, you're going to buy your beans, and then you're going to buy makaa. You're going to boil your githeris, you're going to portion them. You're going to know, if I'm taking githeri twice a week, so if I boil this githeri, it will be for 2 weeks, then another time I'm going to boil it again, or I'm just going to boil for a whole month, and then you pack them into portions inside the tin, and then you arrange them so well in the freezer. So the day you're going to cook your githeri, it will just be removing it and defrosting it, and then you do some accompaniments with some warus, cabbage, and all that. Yes, guys, so that is how you're going to plan your lunch. Another hack is this. So you're going to eat rice. Of course, there has to be an accompaniment of rice. Definitely, cabbage is a thing inside there. So you're going to buy cabbage, then you're going to cut them into portion, because you just need at least veggies there, like some broccolis, like some hizi nini zinaitwanga mbishiris. These days I love mbishiris and carrots so very much. Actually, I just do them mbishiris and carrots and rice like that. Sometimes I don't even put proteins inside there. But this is what you're going to do. You're going to say, what are you going to eat with spaghetti? You can decide. This week I'm going to eat spaghetti with minced meat. The other week you're going to eat spaghetti with egg curry. You're going to eat spaghetti with just fried eggs, like the ones that ziko na nyanya and all that. You're going to eat spaghetti with meat, like those ones are the accompaniments maybe of spaghetti. And then you're going to write them down. So that one will make you know the amount of things you're going to buy. Yes, that one will make you know the amount of things you're going to buy. So another thing you're going to write, you're going to say this rice, what am I going to eat with it? There is beans, there is kamande, there is ndengu, there is what there is beef, there is eggs, there is minced meat, all that. It depends with what you want to eat it with. And then you write down if you want to eat it with meat, if you want to eat it with ndengu, if you whatever you want to eat it with, you write down and you know the portion that you need. So you're going to calculate all these things. You're going to see the money you're going to spend on food, and it will help you plan yourself well. If there is veggies inside there, you know which veggies you're going to use. If it's spinach, if it's broccoli, if it's mishiris, if it's peas, you know what you need. And thank God for freezers. You can decide to go to the market, do all your shopping, pack them well, and freeze them so that when that day you want to use come, you won't run to the market and then you're like, no, I've not found it and all that. So that is how you're planning your lunch and your dinner, guys. So when it comes to breakfast, this is what you do. Like these days I can see mafuta imepanda sana. You don't even want to cook things like bajia, you don't want to cook things like mandazi all the time. The way I used to cook these days, I don't do that. Like you want to cook pancakes all the time. But if you can do that, this is how you can decide to do it. On Monday, I'm going to do pancakes. On Tuesday, like there was a time when mafuta was not that heat, like it wasn't like hell like it is right now. It was so rare for me to buy breakfast outside, like something to eat. I didn't used to buy outside. Like you'll do your pancakes in the house. Like you'll do right now you're even scared because of gas. The energy you're using, gas imepanda that you don't even want to put yourself into so many things that you are going to fry every time and then they will eat your gas. Yani you're just like, oh my god, I just want to save myself from this mess. But if you're comfortable with that, you can decide to do breakfast, some pancakes. You can decide to bake your own cake or your own bread. It saves a lot. You can bake the one that you can eat twice. You can decide to do saute potatoes for breakfast. I think I've done a couple of videos that I've done my own breakfast. You can decide to do mandazis for breakfast, your own mandazis. You can decide to do bhajias for breakfast, samosas. You can prepare some samosa pockets and then stuff them well and then put them inside the freezer so that when you just want to have some breakfast, you just deep fry them and that is it. You can decide to have bread, you can decide to have some eggs, some bread toast. It depends with what you have decided. So if you've decided that I am going to have this and this and this for breakfast, you're going to write them down and the portions that you need. So you are going to know from there how much am I going to spend. You will write down. This one will give you a clue on the amount of money you are going to use on food. I'm talking about food only, the amount of money you're going to use on food and all that. Of course, there have to be miscellaneous. Don't forget about that. There is this money that you will just put there inside the budget so that because things can be zinaweza panda, zinaweza shuka and all that. So you will just do a miscellaneous money over there. But guys, that is it. When it comes to planning on breakfast, you're going to see if you're the kind of a person who does milk tea from Monday to Monday, you can decide to plan it very well. Yes. So like me, what I normally do, I was doing packet maziwa ya boxes, but inaenda ikipanda, like inaenda ikipanda. So what you can decide to do, you can decide to do maziwa ya ATM. Maziwa ATM cannot stay like 2 or 3 days kwa fridge. So you do maziwa za ATM. Let me show you. So what you can decide to do, you do maziwa za ATM, then you portion them into something like this, depending with the amount of milk you're using or depending with the family you have. So if you have a bigger family, definitely you require bigger things. If you just have like a small family, it's just enough for tea, just 1 cup. Actually, we don't do in this house. We don't do like we eat tea, do what time, what time. No, if it's tea time, it's tea time, and that is it. So it depends also with you. So if you're the kind of a person who is me, can decide to buy your milk and then put them like this and then freeze them. So you find out that you saved a lot, because when it comes to Maziwa ATM, it saves some little coins, but there are ATMs that their milk has some aka after smell and aka after taste. So it depends. If you get a good ATM that gives you good milk, I think you can go for that. Yeah, so if you're the kind of a person that takes milk all time, you can do that. So you can decide to plan weekly, you can decide to plan monthly, you can decide to plan after 6 months and all that. If you have a pantry, a store, and all that, and you're buying things that are not going to spoil, or you have big freezer that you can freeze things even as long as 6 months, guys. So, guys, I hope I have shared with you something important. Yes. And another thing, guys, before I finish, if you have a problem, let's say, for example, planning your meal, you can just DM me. You can DM me so that I can help you plan your meals, by the way. So you can just tell me, you know what, baby girl, this month I want to spend 30,000 on food. How am I going to go about it? I will come in for you. I can shop for you. I'll come in for you. I'll help you write the budget. I'll help you shop. I can come and declutter your kitchen. I can come and do the arrangements. If you want me to cook for you food for 1 week, maybe for example, you're so busy, you want to plan your children, I can come in for you, and then I organize your fridge so well for you. We put tags so that you can know this and this particular meal, it's for this particular time, guys. So I will help you do that. If you need help on that, kindly. So if you want someone who can plan for you, a meal planner, uh, uh, uh. guys, I am there. I trust myself on that. If you tell me, you know what, girl, this is the amount of money I have, this is the number of my family, can you plan for me what I will eat? And then you tell me the favorite things of your family, and then I will squeeze that budget for you, and you will feel good. You won't have issues getting into your pocket each and every time. Oh, sijui nini imeisha, nini imeisha. I will sort you out depending with the setup of your family and all that. So guys, thank you so much for watching up to this point. Nawapenda tena sana. Kindly subscribe, kindly comment if you like this content, share, subscribe. Guys, wacha tufike hiyo 1000 subscribers, and we're going to share more on this. Guys, thank you. Bye bye, and have a lovely day.